We're going to the Lower East Side of Manhattan in the next episode of our NYC Apartment series. We'll be joined by New York's rental expert who will share some tips and tricks on what to look for as we check out actual properties that are on the market. Take some notes. This is a good one. This is a pretty unique time in history to be renting an apartment in New York City. Now, if you have to be here, you're getting deals $500, sometimes even $1,000 cheaper than what the same apartment was just 6 months ago. And it's time to bring in today's guest.
That's absolutely right, John. Prices are a lot lower now, and it's a great time to rent, but there are some things that you need to check out before you make any decisions. Let's go. This is the first thing that you should look at is where they keep the trash. This is really important. Right here, you can see that there's not like garbage or anything piled up here in the hallway, and the hallway looks fairly clean so far. We're gonna check the whole thing out, but look for where the trash is, and you know what? Okay, so they did just empty it, but, you know, always take a look.
Wait, have you seen trash in the hallway, like literally on the floor? I've never seen that before.
Some buildings, you'd be surprised.
All right, Cash, we've just walked in. First impressions of this apartment, pretty good. I like the brick, it looks new, it's compact. What would be the first thing that you would look at?
Oh, the first thing that you want to do is test the water pressure, and we've got the sink right here. So turn it on, see how it comes out of the faucet, because you're going to be dealing with this every single day after you move in, and most people don't even check. We might as well see how long it takes to get hot.
I have never thought of this.
Actually, it got hot real fast. Check that out. It's already warm. And then while we're in the kitchen, what you want to do is start opening stuff up. And look around. Like right here, underneath here, it's not a very exciting thing to look at, but this is where roaches and stuff are going to live in the apartment. Now, I don't see any carcasses in there, so it looks pretty clean.
No carcasses.
But because this is where the pipes and stuff come out of the wall, that's an entry point for pests. And you want to look under the sink to where all that stuff is to see if there's any problems. Usually that's where you'll find roach traps, mouse traps and stuff from a prior tenant is in here, so definitely check. One more that you might not check is the seal between where the floor and the wall meet. Come over here, look at this. See how this is a perfect seal right here? There's no gap. Nothing can get under here or crawl out of here. And that's something that you really want to look for because that's where little bugs and stuff could creep into your apartment.
I'm gonna throw in a personal tip here as someone who's lived in an apartment with just no view whatsoever. I mean, I like that you're kind of removed a bit from the street here. We're about 3 floors up. So I don't think street noise would be too horrible, but you also have light coming in. And if you're gonna be working from home, you know, during these tough times, if you're home a lot, you don't wanna make the same mistake I did and get an apartment with pretty bad lighting. I'm still paying for that mistake 9 years later.
But hopefully I'm going to be moving. You know, I say it every year, but I am going to be moving this year.
It sounds like you're never going to move.
I am moving this year. It is happening. I'm telling you. Right. Adriana almost believes me. Okay.
You guys need to hold him to that. If he doesn't have a new apartment, you need to let him know.
You know, on the subject of a room not having any light, I mean, I don't know who would live in here. Dracula, maybe? Like, what are we looking at? Like, literally, we need to open this. Imagine this was your view every morning.
How would you know it's morning? How would you feel all that hot air coming in? You know, it all comes down to how much you're gonna pay, right? Like, is it glamorous or sunny? Not at all, but it's in a fairly clean modern apartment, and if the price was low enough, some people might be interested.
Somebody might take it.
But yeah, the view is not spectacular, and no one would rent this thinking that they were gonna get hit with the sun first thing in the morning.
Or ever, you're never gonna get hit by the sun. You are literally living a nocturnal lifestyle in this room.
The sun right here, man, look, you got all that stuff.
As far as bathrooms are concerned, for being a small bathroom, it's actually pretty nice.
Got some storage in here.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. You can also check for bugs where the sink is in here as well. It looks fine.
All right.
You want to see something cool?
Of course, let's do it. What is this?
This is not cool, but
yeah, this isn't cool at all.
Hopefully it gets cooler.
Where are we going?
There's a roof here. A roof deck.
So this is a shared roof deck?
Yup. So it has its own roof deck, it's just shared entry point. There's a couple of good locks on here. It's locked up so good I can't even get out.
There we go. Oh,
Not
fresh
bad,
air.
actually.
So which part is, so this is your own roof deck?
Yeah. And this skylight here that's the one you can see in the living room. Yep.
All right, so this isn't so bad.
It's not bad. It's actually a fairly good size. This barrier.
Do you smell cookies, or is it just me?
Those smell like good cookies.
I've definitely seen worse rooftops in my life. So if you're living in the Dracula room, you can always come up here for some light. Go camping up here in the summer.
Oh, so you can go out here? That's cool. I don't think we're supposed to go out here, but
It's where you shoot a music video.
you could shoot a music video out here.
All right, Cash, we're in front of apartment number 2, and this building's a bit different, right?
Yep, a little bit different. This building has an apartment that is $29.95, so $100 more a month. Let's go see this one. All right, as we saw in the last building, garbage, take a look. So it looks like it was just emptied here, but the trash receptacles are different. And sometimes in a building like this, if they don't have a super that cleans regularly, this can start to pile up. So it's definitely good that this is here. To me, so far, it looks good.
Floors are clean. I've never even thought about these things that you bring up, but I'm gonna be looking now.
All right, so layout's a little different, but it's the same concept. 2 bedrooms, $29.95, just like the other one. I like the brick right here. Cash, what do you got for us?
First thing that this apartment has that the other one didn't have is right here on the other side of this closet. It's got laundry.
Okay, that's pretty useful.
We New Yorkers get excited about laundry.
I'm very excited already.
Now, what's definitely a big change is the type of layout that we have here. This living room looks like you could get a lot more out of it. You know, a couch and an entertainment center could go in a couple different spots, and I think the bedrooms here are a bit more equal. They both got pretty good light. Oh, your agent's gonna murder you if you do this in front of them. They're gonna hate that. They're gonna get so nervous. They're gonna be like, oh, what are they gonna find under there?
Sink test.
Sink test. Does it stink?
Does it stink?
Does the sink stink?
Does
I mean,
it?
It's small, but does the water get hot? It's just kind of a small sink, but it's nice, and there's counter space.
So what did you think of that? Even with the window open?
I mean, I would close it if I wanted it to be quiet, that's for sure. That's what I would do. There's definitely a difference. But that's every street-facing apartment. This one faces the street, right? So this is gonna have the same noise levels as the living room. Definitely it's quiet in here now because the window that we've got is closed.
Okay, we got a big truck coming. I hear something.
A little bit.
A little.
We're on the second floor, which a lot of people get really excited about because you don't have an elevator, and being on the second floor means that you don't have very far to go. And if you're carrying something heavy or you got a lot of luggage or it's just been a long day, you don't necessarily want to go up 6 flights like we were in the last apartment, but noise levels are different on the second floor. That's just something to watch out for.
Now, bedroom number 2, not facing the street. You look out your window and you see cleaning supplies. All right, Cash, what do we got here?
This might alarm me a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing supplies and wires hanging out your window.
Yeah, I mean, my guess is that stuff belongs to someone that would need building materials, like maintenance personnel, but I guess it's not great that they keep it here, but this is still better than the last apartment.
It's still better
It's better than the view the last one had.
I mean, at least you have light.
You have a light, and this room is bigger too.
Yeah.
So I guess that stuff, not great, but it's a better room. $29.95 for a 2-bedroom, that's a good price for a place with laundry, and these things might be included in the apartment, but hey, it is what it is.
Any secret roof decks here?
I don't think so. I don't see one.
We're gonna walk through the bathroom and we're gonna go to the roof.
Bathroom's good, actually. Look, it's full bath.
Okay, this is nice.
That's not a bad tub either. That's fairly deep.
I will say that if you're not looking at luxury apartments in Manhattan, there's always going to be some kind of a trade-off. I mean, you just saw it between the 2 rooms. Like, one room is looking outside at cleaning equipment, or the bathroom's not big, or you're facing a busy street. These are all sacrifices people commonly make when they move to Manhattan.
What would be a deal breaker for you if you were looking to rent? Something that you just could not.
Something that I personally
would hate. Yes.
Other than a place where, like, the street just sucks. Like, let's say there's a bar right below the apartment. You would have to guess that people are probably going to go outside of the bar to smoke, right? They're not all vaping. Some of them are going to be smoking. And, like, let's say there was a bar below this apartment. There's not. But if there was, and you had this window open, the smoke's going to come right inside. I might really need a very good price to take that apartment.
So you're saying you need to pay attention to who's next door to you as well.
Yeah, I would definitely check that out. A restaurant's not usually so bad, but a bar, everyone wants to drink, not everyone, but there are people who will drink and then come outside to smoke. There might be elevated noise levels until bars close. I mean, right now they're all closed, but you know, when they reopen.
Tell us down below in the comments if you were looking for an apartment in New York City, what sorts of things would be a deal breaker for you? I am really curious, guys. We've got a lot of good stuff coming up. Until next time.